Good morning, students. And today we are going to discuss a very important topic in English grammar. Yes, tenses. If you ask people in English grammar which topic is very difficult to understand, most people will say tenses. But if you understand them rightly, it will be very easy. Unlike many languages, English has 12 tenses. There are three major tenses: present, past, and future, and each tense has four aspects: simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. Though there are 12 tenses in English, we use only few tenses often. We use certain tenses very rarely or seldom. For example, past perfect continuous and future perfect continuous. Now, let's look at each tense one by one. The first tense we are going to discuss is simple present. First, we will see the form of the sentence, then the most important uses of the tense. The form of the simple present tense is subject plus the present form of verb. For example, I drink coffee every morning. Then the most important uses. To say habits and routines, we use simple present tense. For example, our bus always comes early. I get up early in the morning. I read newspapers every morning. I brush my teeth twice a day, etc. Next, to say universal truths, we use the simple present tense. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Whether it is Germany, America, or India, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius because it is a universal fact which will never change. Iron is a metal. If you heat ice, it melts, etc. The next one, for definite future arrangements, we can use simple present tense. We have a meeting tomorrow. I can give you one more example. Tomorrow is a holiday. If I say tomorrow will be a holiday, which is not definite. If you say tomorrow is a holiday, that is confirmed. Note, if the subject is third person singular, I mean he, she, it, then an s is added to the verb. I love coffee, you love coffee, but he or she loves coffee. He never comes late to college. I never come late to college. I come, you come, they come, but he or she comes. The next tense we are going to see is present continuous. The form of the tense is subject plus auxiliary verb am, is, or are plus verb plus ing. Auxiliary verb will change according to the subject. If the subject is first person singular, then it will be is. Second person or third person singular, again is. Third person plural or. The important uses of the tense. First, an action happening at the time of speaking. For example, it is raining outside. We are having our breakfast now at the time of speaking. Next, we can use the present continuous tense for saying definite future arrangements. So we can use both the present simple and present continuous to say a definite arrangement in the future. For example, we are going for purchase this weekend. They are going to start a new course next year. They are going to write their exams tomorrow onwards, etc. The next tense we are going to see is present perfect. Perfect means actually complete. The action is complete. Before that, certain verbs we never use in present continuous. For example, words like hate, like, love, prefer, want, wish, appear, feel, hear, see, seem, smell, sound, taste, a set of words. These words are never used in the present continuous tense. Next, present perfect tense. The form of the tense, subject has or have plus V3, that is the past participle. The most important uses of the tense: first, an action happened in the past but has its effect in the present. I can't get into the house because I have lost the keys. As I have lost the keys, I cannot get into the house. Tom is not at home. I think he has gone out. The next important use: to talk about experience up to the present. For example, Sunitra Gupta has written 5 novels. I have seen that film before. I haven't seen that film before. The next tense we are going to see is present perfect continuous. An action started at some time in the past and still continues. It has been raining since morning. I have been preparing notes for 2 hours now. I have been waiting here for you since 9 o'clock, etc. Next, we are going to see past tense. The first tense is simple past. The form of the tense: subject plus V2, that is the past form of verb. To say a completed action at some time in the past, we use the simple past tense. We built the house in 2011. I attended a conference last Monday. In simple present tense, we mostly give time. Then to say past habits also, we use the simple past tense. I used to play volleyball during my college days. He was very sincere those days. May not be now. I don't play volleyball now. I quit. He was very sincere those days. May not be now. The next tense we are going to see is past continuous. A continuous action at some time in the past. I am writing a letter now. Simple past continuous. When I went to meet him, he was writing a letter. Yesterday by this time I was preparing notes. Yesterday by this time I was sleeping, etc. Next tense, past perfect. A completed action before a certain moment in the past. I can compare present perfect and past perfect. And now the teacher asks me, uh, whether have you completed your assignment? Teacher asks me now. I say I haven't completed the assignment. Now, when the teacher asked me yesterday whether I have completed my assignment, I replied I hadn't completed. Today I say I haven't completed. Yesterday when the teacher asked me whether I completed, I replied I hadn't completed. So before a certain moment, I can give you a better example. Uh, I had studied Hindi before I moved to Chennai. I hadn't finished the assignment when the teacher asked. When I reached the station, the train had already left. When we reached the theater, the film had already begun, etc. Next tense, past perfect continuous. See here, an action that began sometime in the past and ended at a definite point. Martha had been walking for 3 hours before she broke her leg. He had been drinking milk out the carton when his mom walked into the kitchen. I can give you one more simple example. When the bus reached, I had been waiting there for 3 hours. Next tense we are going to see simple future. To say an action which yet to take place. I will buy a car soon. I will meet him next week, etc. Future continuous. Keep in mind all the future tenses are only assumptions. Tomorrow by this time I will be writing my physics exam. Yesterday by this time I was writing my maths exam. Today now I am writing my English exam. I am writing my English exam now. Yesterday this time I was writing my maths exam. Tomorrow I am going to write, or I will be writing my physics exam. A continuous action in future. It is after all assumption. Next, the same way, a completed action in future. Tomorrow by this time I will have completed my assignment. A completed action before a certain moment in the future. Of course, assumption. But some people use I would have completed. Tomorrow by this time I would have completed my assignment. Would you can use only in conditional sentences. That is imaginary. If I had met him, I would have told him. I had met him, I would have told him. But this is future perfect. Here you have to say tomorrow by this time, by the end of July, etc. Something like that. I will have completed my course. The last tense, future perfect continuous. An action that began sometime in the past continues and will continue in the future. It already started, now going on, and will continue. For example, the film will have been running there in the theater on 100th day. Sorry, the film will have been running for the 100th day on some day. I can give you one more simple example. I will have been working in this company for 5 years in June next year. When I turn 18, I will have been learning English for 15 years. As I said earlier, we rarely or we never use uh, past and future perfect continuous tenses. But when you use tenses, you have to be very conscious. If only you use the right tense, you can convey what you think rightly. Thank you.